So we're going to work on bridging exercises, and we're going to go from the easiest to the hardest. And this is all kind of based on the idea that you've done some good prep movements to try to get the hamstrings softened up before you do any of this. So the ideal situation in terms of doing a bridge is to start again with equal weight on both feet. All right? Understand that you can move those feet away from you and you can bring those feet in closer to you. When you move them further away, you get a little bit more glute activation. When you bring your feet in closer, you get a little bit more quad activation. Okay? You can also bring in the variance of whether your toes are up or your feet are flat. When your toes are up, you get a little more glute activation. When your feet are flat, you get a little bit more quad activation. What we like is to maximize glute activation. And in all of the bridges, we always start with a good tilt of the pelvis first. Fire up those abdominals and get that pelvis tucked underneath you. Two-legged bridge with adduction by taking the foam roller, placing it between our knees and even our feet. Each time you do the bridge, it's a posterior tilt first, lift second, adduction, squeeze that foam roller, 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, relax, repeat, 20 repetitions. We want to get abduction, band closer to the knee, longer lever, more force. Band halfway, less force. Each time, posterior tilt, load from the heels, here, here, and work the knees away from the midline. In addition, I'm sorry. Okay. So in addition to doing a bridge in a double leg position, we can shoot a single leg bridge. Every single time we do bridge, we want to make a practice or a habit of doing the posterior tilt, bringing your knee to your chest. First with a bent knee, always use the heel. Tighten your stomach and you can do single leg bridge. And as you feel you're able to, straight leg, still do single leg bridge. Whatever you do for your right, you do for your left. Always start with knee to chest, with or without hands, heel on the ground, single leg bridge. Single leg bridge. As you are able to increase the level of difficulty, you can straighten that opposite leg and increase the challenge for your abdominal and pelvic musculature. Effectively, same process each time. Posterior tilt first, engage the abdominals. Dig your heels in, tighten your stomach, and here's our two-legged bridge. Trying to get to a point where the position from the knee to the hip to the shoulder is in a straight line. Once we've engaged those muscles, we want them to stay engaged. Take the hands away and work on full extension, being careful to not hyperextend the spine, staying always in the glute and in the pelvis. In turn, we can come back in here with the foam roller, bridge with adduction, posterior tilt first, dig the heels in, full extension, stay in that position of full extension, careful to not hyperextend, work on squeezing the foam roller and working on those inside thigh muscles to further activate the abdominals. and doing exactly the same movement pattern for abduction here. Dig your heels in, posterior tilt, flat back, full bridge position, no hands, work on that abduction movement. So a really nice exercise to get the entire posterior chain involved is incorporating the band for a pull down to get the latissimus involved with the bridge move. So if we, again, every time posterior tilt, tighten your abdominals, come up into a bridge, we can work 2 arms down, and we can work alternating right and left. From there, we can come all the way up into the 2-legged bridge, work our way to a 1-legged bridge, 2 arms, alternating right and left, come back, work your way to the other side, 2 arms, and then alternating right and left.